I'm Jeff Morris, and I started this reel making business in the mid-90s after a friend of mine asked me to make some reels for him for his brick cleaning business. And after this I continued on making these reels because I quite enjoy it, quite like making them, and I've just sold them casually to friends and clients that I've known in the past. I'm a production engineer and tool maker by trade, and so I've made about 100 units over the years, which are not many, but growing a business like this takes a lot of money and a lot of time, and I've kept it on a sort of hobby basis and never really expanded it because that's not my area of expertise. I'm more into development, R&D development. Well, this is a domestic reel for houses, but still with the same industrial quality in them. Got a nice big handle there, and they come in different widths from 70mm wide to 180 wide. The seal is mounted in here in a brass block here, and they roll very nicely because they've got very big bearings on them, and this can be wall mounted. This is basic high pressure reel, and there's the high pressure pipe going back through the axle. They come in different widths, and we've got a very sturdy frame here which can be bolted to a truck or whatever, and also in here we've got a guide which helps project the hose in the right direction as it comes through the drum. This reel is what I call a cantilever reel for mounting on the back of a truck, and to clear it from the back of the truck you can lower it down like that and then kick it up, then it locks in, got a pin lock there to lock it in position. This reel has got a disc brake system on it to give resistance for when you're paying out, which helps the hose not run away with itself. It also has a pin lock for locking it like that, and then you turn it around. Yeah, this is a slightly different kind of swivel, and of course this axle system copes with all different kinds of swivels. This is a development reel. It hasn't got the safety bar on it yet, that's got to be welded on. If we swing it around, you can see the difference. I've got this pipe work inside the reel, and that allows the hose to come in at a better angle as it lays on the drum inside the reel. The hose comes in from here off the swivel joint and then goes in through that hole there, and then comes through the drum and out through this side here. Or this can also be on this side, so it's got a very direct line to this fitting here. It's taken me 2 or 3 years to develop these reels to a standard that I'm happy with. This is a brass deep nut, which can be difficult to get hold of, and I've been making them out of stainless steel here, which are good. There's the main bearing there, which gives you good support for the swivel valve here, which is 4000 psi, and that just bolts on there, just screws on there, and there's the swivel operating. Then we've got a thrust washer there. Note the grease nipple holes, and then we just pull the reel off. That's the main axle there. You can see I've got one in the lathe there, just giving it a bit of a polish, ready for plating. So we'll put this back on. And there it is. This is my stock rack. And here are the different series of reels. I've got 60s, 70s, 100s wide, 130 wide, 180, and then the domestic reels down here. and then the parts flow on, and I keep these stocked up, so I've always got something in stock for different types of reels. We've got, this is a hub here which has been welded and machined, a drum there, a pillar which supports the reel axle and bolted to the frame. They're all made out of 3mm RHS. Laser cut flanges, all cut very accurately to size. And we've got nice strong handles, proper little bushes there, and stainless steel fittings. Very comfortable for your hand. These are different pipes. That's where the O-ring seals for the turning of the reel. This is an assembly here. This is a 3/4 inch, 3/4 BSP setup here, good for fighting fires, small fires and so on. This is a stock of nylon and polyethylene there, which I use for the bearings and hubs and things like that. And then we've got a row of drawers here for all the smaller parts. The stainless steel fittings. These I machine to make those deep nuts, bore them out and shorten them, which are those there. That's what I make it into. It's not easy to buy these parts sometimes. Brass parts here, different seal bushes. You see the seal inside, the O-ring seal, and then these blanks which I make the domestic reel seal blocks out of. Some of these parts have been difficult to find in the past, but now over the years I've managed to source pretty much all of them now for a regular supply. Occasionally I have to make parts myself. I've been making these reels for some time now. I'd like to move on and sell the business to someone that can take it perhaps to the next stage and develop it into a viable business.